Hi Virgo, and welcome to your Flirt-scope. This is video number 2. Something happened, I got cut off in the last video after I had drawn your cards, so I'm going to keep these cards that I drew because they're good cards. They have a message here. But anyways, a Flirt-scope is to look at your sexual energies and the intimacy between you and another person. And this particular tarot reading is really aimed at somebody that you have not been sexually intimate with yet, or somebody you have just started engaging in sexual relations with, okay? Or if you've been with the same person for a long time and maybe things are feeling stale, or you're feeling bored, or there's some issues. This reading might definitely speak to what that might be and offer a solution for you, okay? So this reading is really intended to look at the sexual energies and compatibility between you and a specific person. And since I did the general love and romance videos late for Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, I'm starting with you first, Virgo. So what I did is I pulled 3 different cards for your energy, your sexual energy, and then 3 different cards for their sexual energy. Okay, and what came out for you? So I drew a card from the Sexual Magic Tarot, and you got the 4 of Swords, which means you in general probably fantasize and masturbate a lot. That's what this card is about. This is looking at your energy in general, specifically when it comes to sexual intimacy. So this may or may not relate to the other person involved. It's more about you and your energy and who you are in a sexual way, okay? So what this is telling me is you do fantasize a lot, okay, and you know how to satisfy yourself. And in the Dreams of Gaia tarot, the card that came out for you guys is the King of Earth, which would represent the sign of Virgo. And this being a king, it tells me that, again, just like with that card, the 4 of Swords, you know what you want. You're mature sexually, okay? You know how to satisfy yourself. You know how to satisfy your lover. And you're very free in that. You're very free and open with your sexuality or sexual intimacy when you are partnered up with somebody, okay? So based on these cards here, I would say that you, Virgo, are a good lover, okay? Now, the person that you're dealing with, their energy is a little bit different. The card that came out for them is the Knight of Wands. And this right here is saying that they are a very passionate and sensual and spontaneous lover, okay? Also, even though they may be focused on like one person, it's always like they kind of have a couple of different things going on, okay? They're not as experienced as you sexually, I don't think, and that feels reiterated here with this shadow self. So with the Vintage Oracle, you have freedom and they have shadow self. And what this says is you're very open and comfortable with your sexuality and how to please yourself and how to please your lover, whereas they are not, okay? So that's why you're showing as a king and they're showing as a 3 of coins, and then this deck it would be 3 of earth. They're still learning. They're not as grown and wise as you sexually, but they are very passionate and spontaneous lovers. So I'm going to pull 3 cards here about the sexual intimacy that exists between you and this person, or potentially will exist. I'm going to pull 3 cards, past, present, and future, from the Sexual Magic Tarot. Yeah, you're just definitely far more grown in that area of life than they are. So we have Strength, the Sun, and then the 6 of Swords. So I'm going to pull, before I speak to that, I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Your sexual attraction towards them, and then their sexual attraction towards you. Okay, so wow, you're showing up as the 10 of Wands. And they are showing up as the 6 of Cups. Okay, so what I feel here, there is a strong physical connection, attraction that happened in the past, okay? And here in the present, the Sun, this is the fusion card. This is like a cornucopia, the best of all things. So since this is general, this could mean like this right here in the month of October, you guys finally become intimate. Or in the month of October, it's like you guys finally feel compatible, like you know each other's bodies and different aspects of each other, you know, because it's always awkward when you're first with somebody. And then in the future, this is the title of this card is actually called Rolling About. So again, this is more sexual energy of actually having intercourse. And what's interesting is the energy that you're coming through as. This is actually called penetrating, when the power of man meets the power of woman. And just because this king here is here, this king of earth, if you're a Virgo male, whoever this person is that you have just begun being intimate with, or you're about to be intimate with, you're definitely the stronger force here. And I feel like your attraction towards this person is extremely strong and intense for you, okay? It's not to say that they're not attracted to you back equally, because, you know, with the Sun card here, this is like your energies together. It's really lovely, but you're definitely the dominant one, the one that's in control, okay? If you are a Virgo female, what I'm getting with this is, and this is general, so this isn't for all, but I feel as though this is the kind of energy that you want to experience, a very strong man that's in control, and maybe you are a bit more submissive, okay? So a couple different messages there. But with the person you're dealing with, again, for some of you, I feel like this person is either younger than you or far less experienced as far as sexual intimacy goes. And what's interesting is their attraction towards you is showing as the 6 of Cups. So they feel very like their energy is more emotional. It's sweeter, it's tender. Not to say that you're not sweet and tender, but their energy just looks more submissive. Like they're, you know, passionate and sensual and maybe a bit more spontaneous than you, but they're not as comfortable and free and open with themselves and their sexuality as you are, okay? And I feel between the two of you, to gauge your attraction, you have more of a sexual attraction to this person, whereas they have more of an emotional attraction or connection to you, okay? So now I'm going to look at the advice from the universe for you on this situation. You know, should you proceed? Should you let it go? Are you guys compatible? Like, what does the universe have to say to you? Because, again, I don't know, maybe that's your thing. You like to be in control and dominating, and you like somebody who's kind of shy and innocent and doesn't have as much experience as you do. Maybe that is your thing, but it's definitely the energies that I'm seeing here for Virgo. Okay, and so this advice card comes from the Whispers of Love deck, and it says, be in the present and dream of the future. So, for some of you, you might really be physically attracted to this person, but again, they're not as sexually experienced or mature as you. So, you might not be feeling as satisfied as they are feeling with you, okay? And this to me says there's definitely potential for you guys. You just got to give your partner time to, you know, get comfortable with you and your energy and you guys being together in a relationship. And that's something else, you know, are you guys in a committed relationship or are you just dating? So there's potential here, okay? And it's saying, you know, be in the present, see what's going on now, and know that in time, you know, sexually, you and this person definitely could be much more compatible than you are right now. For some of you, this may not, I don't know, this may not be the best relationship for you, but that's why I said I will give you a multiple choice at the end of this video to, you know, give you a final personalized message about this particular reading here on sexual intimacy. So ask the universe which cards you should pick, or once I put them here on the screen, you decide which one you are most drawn to. But this is further advice from the universe about this particular person, and if you know, if there's compatibility, if you should continue forward. For some of you, I definitely feel like that's the case, but this is general, so obviously that's not going to be true for everybody. So, okay. So here is card 1. Here is card 2, and here is card 3. So just take a moment and decide which one of those cards you're most drawn to. As, like I said, that's further advice for you about this person, this relationship or potential relationship. So if you haven't decided, go ahead and pause the video until you do, but I am going to go ahead and start with card 1. So if you chose card 1, retreat. Now, this could mean two different things, only you will know. Either you and this person are going to go on some sort of vacation or extended weekend, some sort of getaway. It could be long or it could be short. And during this time is when the energy between the two of you will really change in the department of sexual intimacy. Like, this is, you know, you guys are really going to open up to each other on this trip and have some really good times. Or this is saying, you know, maybe you need to back off a little bit or just go away entirely. Only you will know. If somebody's just outright rejecting you, then it might be better for you just to, retreat and walk away. For others of you, this is saying, maybe you need to hold back a little bit and not be so forceful. Like your energy just feels very strong and forceful, not in a bad way, but it's just like your sexual energy is very strong, very grown, and you might need to just hold that back a little bit, okay, and give this person a chance to truly come around. Okay, so if you chose card 2, romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this here to me is saying that there is a genuine connection between the two of you, and if your question was, do they like me back? Do they have feelings for me back? Absolutely they do. Okay, so this is a really nice card. Again, just let things flow as they will, but this pairs really nicely with the Sun card, just as the retreat paired with the Strength card there. I feel like it's an equal balance of like this attraction to each other, okay? And they like you back as much as you like them. And even if you are kind of in different places sexually, it's like when you come together, there's just this magic that you feel. Now, if you chose card 3, you got make the effort. So what this is saying is if things aren't really moving forward, or sexually things aren't expanding and you guys aren't able to communicate or express what you really want, picking this card says that you need to put in more of an effort to understand your partner's needs, to understand what turns them on and what satisfies them, or you need to finally express these things to your partner so that they can better understand your body and what you want and what you need. No matter where you fall, like if you pick this card, you know where you need to put in the effort and make the effort to change this energy, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed that Flirt-scope. Since I've been missing from YouTube for a long time, I thought I would do these just as, something kind of fun and different, along with the general love and romance scopes for October. So I hope that this brought you insight and information, and I hope that you all have a very wonderful and fabulous month. Take care, Virgo.